हेलो सर, सीट में लॉगिन करेंगे सर? लिंक आपको व्हाट्सएप में भेजा था, मेल में भेज दूं क्या सर? मेल में।
Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon.
Yes. We'll start, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, very good afternoon. Our respected General Manager, Sri Ashakar sir, my dear esteemed participants, today we are arranging this program, an awareness program on TQM Lean Six Sigma. So, making aware the students, some of the technical agency and the professionals to understand the importance of the quality management system requirement, lean manufacturing Six Sigma, and also it's having career prospect for manufacturing, service and IT sector companies. CTTC is planning to usually conduct several such programs in different levels for the different kind of participants. And we are, so this is a basic awareness program. And based upon this, according to the response, we are planning to conduct some of the advanced programs on TQM, lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, different belts like yellow belt, green belt, black belt, and up to master black belt that we are planning. So this is basically an awareness program. For duration will be around 1 hour to give concept about what is quality management, what is total quality management, what are the different certifications in quality management, compliance for the industries and the business organizations, the lean manufacturing, and Six Sigma. This concept will be discussed. Before we start the program, sir, I request our General Manager, Sri L. Ashekar sir, to address few words in this occasion, sir. Sir, hand over to you, sir.
Very good afternoon to all of you and respected Dr. S.K. Kar sir. First of all, my sincere thanks for sir for this kind of initiation. It's a very important as under the Atmanirbhar Bharat. There is huge import substitutes have been manufacturing within the country. So these 3-4 quality systems are important. Whether you talk about the 5 Sigma or if you talk about the 6 Sigma or in a 5S or it's like for the lean manufacturing and all. So these are the areas where it's very essential. And recently I've been visited Defense Aerospace Expert Ahmedabad. So the kind of requirement, especially on the defense and aerospace, I've been looking into. Probably there is a huge manpower requirement in these particular areas. So as on today, India is having a huge vacuum, especially on this type of skill sets. But I really appreciate Dr. Karsar for this initiation. Probably as a CTPC, we can promise you because we are all this, what are the activities we have been doing? Yes, we have been practicing from long years, we have been doing it. And here also we can plan for a 3 months program or a 6 months program, especially to scope on this particular 3-4 areas so that the student also can enrich or the future consultants for the different technology areas also. With this, my best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now we'll start our program. Just a minute. Let me start sharing the screen. Yeah. So once again, warm welcome to all the participants here today. And all of you are more or less aware about this. This may not be some things may be very common. But as Rasakar sir informed that we'll be sharing what is our practical experience in this implementing quality management, lean manufacturing and Six Sigma. And today we'll be focusing what is career prospects in today's emerging manufacturing competitive hub, the worldwide. India is taking a lot of initiatives. This kind of program, this kind of knowledge and the concepts and the professionalism required, as a professional skill set is required worldwide. So we'll try to understand what are those things. This is a very vast subject. As you know, the total quality management, lean manufacturing, Six Sigma. But we'll be touching upon some of the basic concepts, and subsequently we are planning to go for the advanced level of programs. Those who are interested may join. And that briefly, I would like to introduce myself. I am Dr. S.K. Kaur. I am the Chief for the Marketing, Consultancy and Quality at CTTC Bhubaneswar. I am here from the year 1993. Almost I am having more than 25 years of experience in this domain of the quality management, lean manufacturing, Six Sigma. I have worked earlier in Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and VIP Industry Limited, and and Scots India Limited, Orissa Tourism Company Limited. So all the manufacturing sectors, the quality is a prime importance today. So looking at this, further going ahead, I would like to just ask, what makes the difference to an organization or an individual? It is, the simple answer is the quality. The organization who adhere the quality management system techniques, the organization who provides quality manufactured goods or services, the person who is having quality thinking, quality action, which contributes for the organization, which is an asset of the organization, is of always most preferable. He is the distinguished between, that is what the quality leads. It distinguishes between the ordinary and extraordinary. If you are a quality product manufacturing or service providing organization, if you are having a quality thought professional, quality improvement planning professional, quality, you are contributing the organization development by adding value to the product or service provided, which is the need of the customer. So the organization's future, organization's growth depends on the, no doubt, as an individual, we are an asset to the organization, and the organization grows and sustains because of the quality product and service. So there is no doubt about it, and we all agree to this. To understand quality, we all understand the meaning of quality, and it has got the different meanings, different perceptions, different way of interpretations. But there are certain standard way of interpretation consider the manufacturing and service sector as concerned. Destination of the consumer wishes. Quality means it meets the consumer wishes, what the consumer desires. Observance of the terms of the delivery as good documentation is available at a reasonable price. It is not that the quality is very good, but the price is not affordable by the customer. Price is too high that the customer can't buy it, can't reach it. Then definitely this does not work. So a product meeting laid down specification, conformance to the specifications, take into the account customer requirement and needs. What the customer needs. First of all, any organization, whether manufacturing or the service organization, need to understand and identify the requirement of the customer, need of the customer. Once you understand, the organization will plan how to meet those requirements of the customers, whether the customer is satisfied or not. And the quality means it is a customer oriented, the whole organization, the whole process, whole activities, whether there is a profit making, non-profit making, whether there is a manufacturing or service organization, irrespective of the nature, scope and size of the organization. Every customer is having, every organization is having a customer, and every customer is having a need. Those need has to be made, not only made, it has to be exceeded, because the customer in this current changing world, the customer perception is changing very fast. Unless you keep on changing your strategy, business strategy, unless you maintain a quality system requirement, unless you are meeting and exceeding the customer expectations, then, and maybe today we might be doing ghost, and tomorrow the organization will be, the product and service what you are providing, it will be obsolete, the organization will be closed. That is why it is very dynamic nature. So quality has to go in parallel with the manufacturing capability, product diversity, and meeting and exceeding the customer's expectations all the time. These are the different 8 dimensions of the quality. Like, as you understand, what is it? Quality means there is a performance. Every product or service is having some performance. It must meet those performances. The product is having, product service having some features or characteristics, and we should meet those features and characteristics. Reliability, it should be reliable. Conformance to the requirement, durability, serviceability, there must be the scope of opportunity for the servicing. Aesthetic, design part, how does it look like? How the customer gets satisfied by the aesthetic part of this, depends upon what kind of product, whether a consumer product, non-consumer product, engineering goods, non-engineering goods, depending product. Product must have good aesthetic value because it draws the attention of the customer on the first sight. Perceived quality, what the customer is perceiving, what is the customer perception about this particular product or the service. Total quality management means, as you understand, total. In totality means every aspect of the quality involving everybody, continual improvement. Please try to understand this. Totality, total quality. One is quality management or quality, meeting the quality compliance. Here, and I would like to say there are 3 types of terms. One is quality control, quality assurance and quality management. And you might be familiar with these terms. Quality control means keeping control over the quality parameters conformance to product specifications by the process of inspection and testing. We ensure what a desired specification, whether we have met it or not. That is quality control. Quality assurance, you have to look into the process. So process should be so organized that every quality aspect is being considered at each process level. Any manufacturing process service for it, there is a subset value set of number of processes. One process output become the input to the other process. A second process output become the input to the process. It is a value chain activity. So every process end, there is some requirement. Those requirements are being met, are being controlled and being managed in the process itself. It is a process-centric approach. That is called quality assurance. Quality assured are the systematic way by intervening at the different process level, each process level. Quality assurance, quality management, that when you product, when any organization, we are doing some activities, manufacturing the activities, providing services, that is a lot is not merely checking the conformity of the product specification. It has to lot of other management activities associated, like purchase of raw material, storage of the raw materials, storage of the semi-finished goods and finished goods, production, planning and control, manufacturing of those items, using necessary tools and equipments, keeping the machines and equipments in updated condition so that they do not get breakdown. There is not a loss. They meet, we are timely meeting the customer expectation, customer requirement. So these are the different activities: purchase of the raw materials, employment of the manpower, the skilled worker, or the technician, or different manpower for the organization. So these are the different chain of activities. All these activities has to be managed if you want to have a quality management system in the organization. Quality would the, as an end product will reflect in your product or service when all these associated activities are managed. That is called quality management. Next, further it goes, the total quality management. The quality management in totality, it is a quite big challenge. Means it is a culture of the organization. Then it is being told that it's from the doorman to the chairman. Suppose the person who is deployed at the security, the office peon, staff, sweeper, helpers, everybody contributes for establishing a total quality management culture so that everybody understands the customer spirit, everybody creates a good environment to the work, everybody takes the ownership. That is why that is called quality in totality. Everywhere, in anybody, any operation or any kind of activities, any person who is responsible, they are all connected toward the total quality management vision or the philosophy of the organization. Means connecting everybody to the organization's philosophy, goal and objective. Everybody try to contribute to the best. Everybody understand the importance of the customer. That is what total quality management. All processes, all activities are managed well. That is TQM is a culture. It is a big challenge in an organization where the people are working. As you know, why would you call it is a big challenge? Because one engineer can operate 100 CNC machines alone by simply giving a command, either standing the machine or somewhere by using some kind of technologies. But managing 10 people, 20 people, 100 people organization is a big challenge. Different people are having different kind of background, different culture, different kind of mindset, different kind of situations. So keeping in them, motivating and connecting them, engaging them for the organization purpose, it's really a big challenge. But unless there is a culture-driven approach, unless there is a system-driven approach, unless there is a process-driven approach, total quality management or connecting the people, motivating the people, engaging the people will have the get challenge. That is why total quality management is a wider umbrella which you will involve, and it includes every individual in the organization, and it is a culture, it is a habit of the practice in the organization to achieve the degree of excellence all the time. So management, as you know, this is called the quality. Total quality is a perception. The quality should be all things that to all people. Quality like beauty lies in the eyes of the beholders. Quality means quality, the perception. Quality means to you, may not be quality means to for the same definition may not be for me. Suppose we are going and buying a cloth from the shop, somebody is preferring to a light cloth, somebody is preferring dark color. So quality in as per perception of the X and perception of the Y, it differs. Somebody looks for the terry cotton, somebody looks for the purely 100% cotton, somebody prefers century cotton. So different kind of variety of product. So quality is the customer's perception, and its beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Like every customer is having his own perception and the values and expectation for any kind of the product service. But ultimately achieving degree of excellence to conforming to the quality product, the product requirement, a customer requirement, meeting to the customer expectation is what the quality is. And management term, it means executives are fully committed. We are, as you shown, across the organization, different operations, different activities. So every executive, every member is committed to deliver it. So that is ISO defines the quality management, International Organization for Standardization. ISO, you might have heard, many organizations have been certified to ISO 9001, 14001, OSHA ISO 45001, different series of more than 10,000 management standards are under International Organization Standards. International Organization for Standardization, which headquarters is at Geneva, and more than 187 countries are the member of this ISO committee. And see, this international standardization defines the quality management as that aspect of the overall management function that determines and implements quality policy, and as such is the responsibility of the top management. Since quality management is management responsibility, it is directly linked to the future of the organization. TQM is a management tool. As I mentioned, TQM is the management of the quality, totality, and fully in all respect of the small areas and all activities of the organization, right from the top to bottom. TQM succeeds only if top management is involved. TQM provides the overall concept that fosters continuous improvement in the organization. It focuses primarily on total satisfaction of the both internal and external customers. Very important thing to hear the note. We know the customer means somebody who is staying in outside the organization and waiting for the product and service, or seeking for the product and service and pays in lieu of that. But here, when you say the TQM management model on the International Organization for Standards ISO standard, further it has been defined the internal customer and external customer. Means even every member of the organization is an internal customer. Every process owner in an organization is a customer to its previous process. That means if every process owner takes care, the best quality of the product, best quality of output, the process and output, since it is an input to the second process, if we deliver the best, naturally, so as you say, there's a garbage in and garbage out. So if there is no garbage, if this is the best output of one process, reaches to the next process as an input, naturally further value addition being done. Next process, again, the output of the second process becomes an input. So every subsequent process owner is here being defined as internal customer. So both ways it has to organization when making total quality management practices, TQM culture is being established, means being considered, every individual in the organization is considered as an internal customer. Every process owner in organization is considered as an internal customer. TQM is a necessity, is a journey, not a destination. Nothing can be done. You never say that it is a destination. Once it is being done and is over, it is a journey. You have to maintain the consistency. We have to keep on improving of the organization activities, organization, the business scope, so that we keep on improving, keep on managing, keep on improving, so that today we are there, organization also will be there after 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. That is a continual improvement. We will be talking all those points in subsequent stage. There are 4 pillars of the TQM. One is satisfying customers. So always we are talking customer, customer, customer. Customer is the most important person for the organization survivability. Then pillar 2 is a system or process. Organization must be system centric. It is not individual person centric. If somebody is doing excellent, but tomorrow if he is out of the organization, then what happened to the fate of the organization? It should be system and process should take care, so that anybody who is joining, he will be fit into that system and he will try to contribute in the same phase. So establishing a system in the basic building block and the quality management. Next is people. I will talk The people is very important asset of the organization. It is the people who make the policy, it is the people who create the culture, it is the people who operate the machines, it is the people who does everything, it is the people who adds value to the process, to the product, to the service. So people are the most important asset of the organization. No organization can succeed without the wholehearted involvement of the people in the various aspects. Pillar 4 is improvement tools. As I am telling you, improvement. Everything, whatever we are doing today, we must improve, we must do better by tomorrow. Whatever we are doing tomorrow, we must still do better and improve by day after tomorrow. Keep on improving. Whether it is a personal, professional, or organization capable, if we don't keep on updating, if we don't keep on improving ourselves, then it becomes obsolete by next time. There are 4 important C's of the TQM. One is commitment. As you know, what does it need? It needs commitment. Commitment of every individual, commitment of the employees, commitment of the management. It needs commitment. Competence. People must be capable. People must be competent enough to do the work. Communication. There should be transparent, open and free communication among the management and employees. Then continuous improvement, as we have discussed. So evaluation of quality in any of the organization quality, process quality and individual quality. This quality management, I am not able to explain with a due apology. I am not able to explain detail because time is very short and this is a basic awareness. Further details can discuss in when will be dedicated more number of hours for the dedicated programs, for dedicated workshop of the long duration. So kindly bear with it. This is just a snapshot of the program and the contents. So there is a PDCA cycle, plan, do, check, act. The entire quality management system and TQM, the activities is done by, this is called Deming cycle. The Deming cycle says PDCA, any activity you want to do, you must plan it. Once it is being planned, you must do as per plan. Once you have done, you must check whatever you have planned, whether you have achieved or not achieved. Once you have achieved, then again improve. If you have not achieved, then again replan, redo, recheck till you achieve your objectives and goals. Once you achieve, again improve, standardize the practice so that does not deteriorate further and again improve upon it. So ISO 9000, I would like to give you a little information about ISO 9000. Many of you know ISO 9000 as an international organization for standardization. It is a standard meant for the quality management system. It is meant for the quality management system in the organization. So any organization, so this is under the International Organization for Standardization, as I mentioned, it is under the head office of the Geneva. This standard is being used to establish a proven quality management system in the organization. As we have discussed in quality management, what is to manage all the activities in the organization, whether the purchase, HR, production, planning, maintenance, quality assurance, storage, anything, all those activities, supply chain, all those activities associated with the organization must be planned, must be documented, established, must be implemented, must be improved. So ISO 9000 is the standard. It is a requirement. The latest revision of ISO 9000 is ISO 9001-2015 standard. So ISO standard started in the year 1987. Next version was 94, revised version. Subsequent version was revised in 2000. Next was 2008. And present latest version, which is under the implementation, is 2015. And this is also likely to be changed. Already it is 22. Maybe within a year of time, this may like to undergo change. So this is a beautiful model, the Kano model, which is a part of the quality management to understand the customer requirement. So as per the Dr. Kano model, he is a Japanese quality management guru. And here that the organization, everybody is having the basic performance, basic requirement to meet, you must meet all those requirements. It is implied or self-evident. There is a performance need. Performance for the particular purpose, the product is performing well. And there is a delight. Delight means customer is getting more than what he expects. Means we are meeting, not merely meeting, we are exceeding the customer satisfaction requirement. So it's a one-dimensional requirement like desired quality, articulated, specified, measurable, and technical. This is what the customer meeting the performance need. Performance need of the organization or the product or service we are providing. But here, the idea, when you say the delight, it is something more than the expectations, more than the specified requirement that is being not expressed. Customer tailored, customer has not expressed, but we are going to provide those features, characteristics, so that customer is becoming more happy. Customer tailored, cause of the customer delights. So this is called the Kano model. Quality, cost, and delivery is three important parameters of this. Putting quality first. There are positive views. And if you look at the views of the quality, then yes, if you are talking about big Q, what do we mean? A big Q means quality reflects more. Where there is minimum wastages, there is minimum losses, and everything is managed well, so that big Q is achieved. Quality is the only thing an organization needs to do. This is what some of the thoughts for the quality is a positive thoughts and views. Quality fast. Yes, of course. Quality has to be given on the priority. Companies have little choice of other than to get quality right. Then putting quality fast sustains delivery of the business results. There could be negative views also. Safety comes fast. Some people say, no, quality is not fast. Safety comes fast. Profit comes fast. Doesn't matter whether we are doing good quality or not. But if you don't make quality, you can make the profit. Anyway, these are the different views of the different people. Neither come fast. There has to be a balance. Some people say neither quality or safety or the profit. Quality should go. There should balance. Quality, profitability, and safety. Quality has never been fast. Putting quality fast is conceptually flawed. Putting quality fast could be the damaging. Some people, these are the views of some of the negative views of the different people. Anyway, the results of issues of the quality is a BQ system approach. If you want to achieve BQ means with the minimum efforts, maximum compliance. If you are going to achieving the quality and its consistency in the manufacturing process, the product or service what we are being delivering, then there is a BQ. It must be a system-centric approach. Quality and a profit, of course, it is at the center. Balancing of the priorities and the quality fast. Quality management principle means quality management principle is a comprehensive and fundamental belief for leading and operating in an organization aimed at continually improve performance over the long term by focusing on customer while addressing the needs of all the stakeholders. Yeah, quality management principle I was mentioning. There are some principles of the quality management. Principle number one, customer focused organization. Any organization should be customer focused because organization's growth, sustainability, profitability depends upon the organization. That is why it must identify the need of the customer. It must meet and exceed. Principle two, leadership. Quality does not happen just like that. Leaders establish unity of purpose and direction of the organization. They should create and maintain the internal environment in which people can become fully involved in achieving the organization objective. It is the leader who creates the organization vision, direction, and goal. It is the leader who connects the people. It is the leader who makes the strategy for the organization goal. So leadership plays a very important role in managing, establishing quality management system, quality management culture in the organization. Principle three, involvement of the people or engagement of the people. Every people in the organization must be engaged to the activities. Very powerful. They must be engaged, means they must deliver some tangible outcome. They must be connected to the organization's goal, vision, and goal, objective, and targets. Principle four is a process approach. A desired result is achieved more efficiently when related resources and activities are managed as a process. So everything must be considered a process. Means suppose marketing is a process. It should not consider the department. When you say the process, means there is an input, there is something, there is a conversion technique, and there is an output. Whether it is a direct product manufacturing or it could be a business management activity, any kind of management activities also can be defined as a process. Purchasing can be defined as a process. Storaging can be defined as a process. That means what is input, what kind of activities, what kind of value addition is being taken care during the processing, and what is the output. That is what the process-centric approach. System approach, identifying, understanding, and managing a system of interrelated process for an organization objective improves the organization's effectiveness and efficiency. So, understanding, identifying, understanding, and managing a system, interrelated processes. We try to understand interrelated. That all the processes are interrelated. As I mentioned, the process of one process output becomes input to the other organization, other process. So all processes have to be systematically managed in order to deliver the efficiently and with effective desirable results. So to ensure its organization's effectiveness and efficiency. Principle number 6, continual improvement. Continual improvement should be the permanent objective of the organizations. It's not one-time improvement. It should be continuous. As I mentioned, whatever we are doing today, we must do better by tomorrow. Whatever we are doing tomorrow, we must do still better by tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Keep on improving, keep on doing better, better, better. Nothing is called as the best here. As the quality management standard definition, nothing is called always best. Today something may be the best, but tomorrow there is still scope for improvement. So continual improvement in the way of life. Principle 7, actual approach to decision making. Any decision in the business related decision must be taken based upon, must be analyzed and should be taken based upon the data, information and evidences. It is not just by hearing. The decision cannot be taken whimsically. Any decision should be taken based upon the factual, based on facts, information and evidences. And these information, data should be analyzed, which will indicate, which will give direction to the leader or the process owner to take a decision on that. That is what factual approach to decision making. Principle 8, mutually beneficial supply relationship. An organization and its suppliers are interdependent and mutual beneficial. It is only not only the customer, suppliers. As I mentioned, the process, every process owner, all are interdependent. So everybody, whatever the organization system will be there, TQM approach will be there. Everyone, every individual organization must have a win-win situation. Equally, it should be balancing. The customer taken care, supplier also taken care. Every customer, every stakeholder must be taken care. Every process owner has to be taken care. So their requirement must be taken care. It is mutually beneficial supply relationship. So this is what in brief of the quality management. Now I'll be talking about Lean Six Sigma. Lean Six Sigma. What is Lean Six Sigma? Let's reduce the waste. What is Lean? Lean and Six Sigma, it is the two different methodology, two different management science, two different philosophy, right? Now what is being a Lean and Six Sigma are combining to deliver a substantial, maybe very substantial growth and very exponential growth in the organization, a breakthrough improvement in the organization. So Lean has a different purpose in the different activities. Six Sigma is having a different philosophy and activities. Now let's try to understand. They can have concept. Lean means, what do you mean by lean? In general meaning, lean means thin. Means the process must be lean. Process must be thin. Thin means there should not be any kind of waste into the process. If the process wastes are removed from the process, then process will be more efficient. Whereas Six Sigma, it reduces variation. Let's understand what is waste and variation, how this lean, what is the lean concept and Six Sigma concept. Then we can come to understand clearly. And this, in fact, this is something I will be talking later on. The performance improvement models is a Lean Six Sigma. Performance improvement is an operational, financial, customer experience. Performance improvement, what is that? It should be operational excellence. It should be financial excellence. It should be customer experience. Lean, it identifies and eliminates the waste, shorten the cycle time. Six Sigma reduces the process variation, improve the process capability. Then it drives the project, instill, change, facilitate, resolves. This was the execution. Lean, to understand the concept, focus on what is of the value to the customer. What is the primary focus? What is the value to the customer? What is the customer expecting? What is the value? The product, the process must be customer centric. It must give a value to the customer. Separate non-value added activities. Any activities you are doing, there are n number of non-value adding activities in the management process in the organization. So those non-value adding activities, which is for which customer is not interested, those kind of processes should be identified. Those kind of activities must be identified and should be minimized, controlled, or eliminated wherever is possible. Right? If those wastages are eliminated, process becomes more efficient. So map the actions required to produce. You have to map what is the different. Suppose there is set of activities in an organization. There are 100 activities in the process. Out of 100, which are those activities which are adding value to the customer must be identified, must be taken care. Those who are not adding value, then it has to be controlled. The waste has to be controlled, minimized, or eliminated. There is in a lean management, there is a tool called value stream mapping. There is an active value stream mapping. Means this will indicate about the process flow of your process, your manufacturing and service providing process. During value stream mapping, we can identify which operations, which activities are adding value to the process, which are not. That can be clearly visible during this value stream mapping. Eliminate activities that do not move the product closer to the final form. Make the remaining value-added activities flow smoothly. Produce only what customers need. Pool. Produce only what customer need. Do those things only what is being expected by the customers. Customer is willing to pay. Any non-valued activity which is not meant for the customer, why should a customer be penalized for that? Why should a customer pay for that? Why should I add on to the cost of the product or service? That is to be identified. That is what the objective of the lean. Continuous improvement, as everywhere, doesn't matter whether it is lean, Six Sigma, TQM, ISO 9000, TPM, anything, it must be continual improvement. Whatever it today, it must be improved tomorrow. There are different type of waste. As far the lean is concerned, there are these are the different waste. Taichi Ono 1912 to 90T, it is a Japanese quality expert who mentioned the Toyota executive who was the most ferocious foe of the worst human history has produced. Identify the first 7 types of mudda in the manufacturing system. There are different type of waste like storage, waste in the storaging time, right? Inventory of the raw material, inventory of the semi-finished goods, inventory of the finished goods. It takes a lot of, it occupies the space, security, documentation, all these things. So there should be minimum inventory. Storage should be minimum as per the requirement, or that is a more focus should be given on supply chain. So transportation, motion, transportation, the job, movement of the job, transportation of the goods also being considered that it is being waste. It also costs money to the product or service. You have to identify what should be the job transportation, raw material transportation, good transportation, that has to be taken care. So it should be the minimum waste. Waiting time, when there is one process output becomes input to the other process, what is the waiting time? Many times it does not come to our notice. We ignore all those things. When do the value stream mapping, when you make a process flow diagram, when a sequence of the different value adding process one after another, we can see, okay, this is much time at the process A, this much time at process B, this one process C, so that if whether there is any waiting time for the job, waiting time for the operator there, which is becoming an waste. This is adding on to the cost of the product. That has to be identified and reduced. Then this is your process. There must be defects. There is overall production, overproduction. Muda is everywhere. Actually, the waste is everywhere. We'll be talking about all these things in the next slide. So this muda in the Japanese word means waste. Waste is everywhere. Unfortunately, why the people say that my product is being costly? Why the people say my service is being costly? Because they fail to identify the different waste. It could be energy waste, it could be raw material waste, it could be working material waste, it could be transport waste, it could be process waste, any kind of process. So that becomes the cost. They are not able to identify. That is why all those things are adding cost to the price of the products. So lean manufacturing, there are types of that as you mentioned, these are as you discussed. To clearly, to easily remember this we can remember T mode. T means transportation. I means inventory, M means motion, W means waiting, overproduction, overprocessing, defect. Let's just have a clear understanding. What is transportation? It is means wasted effort to transport any material or equipment into out of the storage or between the processes. That is transportation. T for transportation. I for inventory. What is inventory? Maintain excess inventory throughout all processes. Throughout the process, what should be the excess inventory should not be there. That should be the minimum inventory. As you know, today if you are buying a bike or a car, we have to wait for 2 months or 3 months or 6 months waiting. Earlier it was not there. Earlier what they are making, they were manufacturing, keeping the things in stock. Anytime you can go, you can get a trial run, you can use to get the bike or a car within either in the same day or within a week of time, right? But today you can't get any of the things because they are inventory. They don't give finished goods inventory. They are minimizing this waste and so that optimizing the cost of the product. Right? So inventory must be avoided, whether in raw material, same finished goods or finished goods same. So T for transportation, I for inventory, M for the motion. Motion. Motion means any wasted motion in picking or placing, also the wasted of the working of the manpower in the subfloor from one place to the other place, from one point to the other point. That is a waste. Raw material. Movement of the raw material in the subfloor from one process to other process also is waste. When setting up the job setting also is a waste. Those are the different type of waste in the motion. Team, TIM. W is waiting. Yes, waiting time means any non-working time waiting for information, suppliers or equipments. Anything you are waiting which is not value adding, waiting for information. Somebody you have gone to the somebody and waiting for some information, waiting for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You have to get those information so that again you can move further in your process. That waiting is there. Waiting for the information, waiting for the suppliers. Supplier has not given the material so that you are waiting. Once you get it, then only you can process. So this is a waste. And suppliers and the equipment waiting for the job loading and unloading. Suppose one batch of the production job is not completed. Another job is kept ready and is waiting in the transit so that is not able to be loaded in the next process. So these are the waiting. Overproduction. Anything what is being desired. If you overproduction means there are only finished goods inventory. There are a lot of wastages. For keeping all those things, storage of those finished goods, you have need a storehouse. You have to put some of the other electronic gadgets, CCTV camera. You have to keep a person to take care of watch and word. You have to deploy the security. You have to maintain all those records. So all these things are becoming a waste. If you reduce it, naturally all those expenses are cut down. Over-processing. Sometimes some of the products are being over-processed. What is being optimum parameter, optimum time, optimum manufacturing process? This optimum processing need to be taken care. If it is not being taken care because the over-processing, it may or may not add the value to the product, but it will be definitely expensive. This is a waste. Because suppose somebody wants something, why should you suppose there is a job which is having 2 micron accuracy? If you make I want to make it 0.2 micron. If job requirement is 2 micron, why should you make 0.2 micron accuracy? If you make 0.2 micron accuracy, it is your excess over processing. You have to be very critical, you are very typical in your machining process, selecting tools and equipments, measurement. So those kind of things should be avoided. Over processing should not be taken into, should be eliminated. Defect, any product, if during manufacturing process or the service, if any defect is arising, this defect is a biggest waste because the whole efforts, amount of the raw material, tools, equipment, energy, and anything, all the activities which are being done, those totally get waste. So the defect, the biggest waste in any production system, this should be avoided. That is why we are talking about the zero defect concept. Ministry of MSME has come with zero defect, zero effect. This kind of Z is emerging as one of the very important management tool for the future industries in India. So the product is zero defect. It not be practical zero defect. That will be talking about Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma methodology. What is defect and how to occur, how to minimize, and what is the maximum, what is Six Sigma level. So zero defect, though may not be possible all the time, but definitely if you are setting your mind to accept the zero defect, there should be no waste will be here, then naturally there will be a substantial improvement, then breakthrough improvement in the process, so that the rejection and deviation will be less. So this kind of waste can be minimized. Lean manufacturing, there are different type of lean manufacturing tools. 5S, as you know, it is a good housekeeping. 5S plays a very big role. Once you understand what is a lean manufacturing tool, then you can decide which kind of tool is most appropriate to use which kind of organization. Whether a manufacturing organization, service organization, 5S is applicable everywhere. In society, in the community, it is nothing. What do 5S means? Good housekeeping. Good housekeeping. We'll be talking a little more in detail in the second slide. Not in detail, with little more information. So 5S, value stream mapping that we discussed, standardized work. Any work procedure must be standardized. Load leveling, the machines and equipment must be there should be load balancing. There must be level of the load in each and machine. Kaizen initiative, it is Japanese management philosophy. It is also a lean tool that you have to take the initiative for improvement, change for better. Kaizen means change for better. Every employee, those who are working in their place, must come with an idea. They must take some actions for improving the quality or productivity, or improving the organization work culture, improvement of the safety, anything for any further value addition. That's called Kaizen. Kanban is also lean tool which is used for the management of the processes, so that the things are in the one basket and those things can be detailed discussed. Kanban, it is a good management tool. Visual workplace, when you look at the visual place, what is your impression, how this place is being organized? So everything you can see at the visual, by seeing the place, you can have the motivation, you can know the things, you can distinguish the things. So this visual workplace or a signal visual also being used as one of the very effective tool in the lean implementation. Also, it is associated with the 5S. Quick changeover. Anytime any tool or machine or anything, device or fixtures we are changing, there must be the minimum. What to the minimum changeover time? Sometimes we keep on changing, doing the work, clamping, unclamping. It takes half an hour, 1 hour. That is worse. Quick change. There must be a method. There must be a mechanism. Quickly you can change over those. Similarly, Andon, Pokayo, one-piece flow, cellular manufacturing. These are the different lean tools. It can be discussed only in details when there is sufficient time. So let's understand 5S is a very simple, important tool. It is a simple lean tool, a framework to create and maintain your workplace. What is that 5S? 5S is having now 5S also is called 6S principle. 6th S is safety is being added to this. And a 5S means, just to remember, it is nothing but a good housekeeping, right? What is that? S1, sorting. Distinguishes between what is good, what is needed, what is not needed. Means you have to sort it. You have to identify, segregate the things, whether the items are needed, whether this material is needed or not. Then set in order. Orderliness, place for everything, and everything is in place. You have to keep the playing things organizedly. You have to organize. There must be place for everything, and everything is in one place. Put the things orderly, keep in appropriate place of those organizations as per your need. Sign. Cleanliness, clean and looking ways to keep it clean. Standardize, clearly define the task and the procedures. Sustain and systemize, self-discipline. Stick to the rules consciously. How to improve, self-discipline. It is the practice to be done. It is an individual responsibility. Every individual must be committed, and we must improve and sustain and improve. Implementing the 5S is upon the first step in the lean transformation. 5S is the most very easy tool and also quite challenging to implement. So, but if you understand, if you detail, attend this 5S workshop or the other thing, then you can able to implement how to plan for implementing the 5S. It is a very simple tool and very powerful and effective tool, but it needs a lot of efforts for understanding it. So, sorting, setting order, signing, standardizing, sustainability, systemizing the things with self-discipline. So, these 5S principles is Japanese management philosophy for good housekeeping, which a lot of it has got substantial impact on improvement of the productivity and the quality in the organization. It has substantial impact for the workplace. Creating a good workplace and work culture. It is creates the motivation. It is a factor of motivation for every people in the organization. Suppose I just like to say you an example in the mothers in your kitchen or in our house. When you go through the house, you must see that kitchen is well neat and clean. And you must see the things, the masala, different masala, salt, dal, the pulses, all those things, kitchen related items, materials are kept in orderly. Even our mother, our sister, our wife, who is there, who is the owner of the kitchen, you will find that within no time those items. So that is nothing but 5S has been implemented to a great extent there. So that is what, so making the things neat and clean, visible, set in order, place for everything place, signing, standardized, it is standardized and systematic, right? Similarly, if you can take an example on a kiraya shop, when you are going, you are asking for inbound material, this is giving within no time. He knows the items are kept different. You are going to the medicine shop, in alphabetically and the different coding, they have kept the medicine. Okay, this medicine there, A, B, C, Z, like this. So that is what that is nothing but an implementation of the 5S in partial mode, right? So 5S plays a very important role as a lean tool for improving the work culture, for increasing productivity and quality in an organization. Once you understand, you can implement it. You can prepare a checklist. The method of 5S implementation can be detailed discussed in the 5S exclusive workshop. Now let us talk about the Six Sigma, right? What is Six Sigma? It is a different opinions on the definition of the Six Sigma. Six Sigma is a philosophy. Six Sigma is a set of tools. Six Sigma is a methodology. Six Sigma is a measure. Six Sigma is a metric. Six Sigma is a structure. So, in a narrow sense, a metric based on statistical measure called standard deviation. What? Sigma, we are finding what is this? Sigma is standard deviation, we all know. So, just in a common language, it is a metric based on statistical measure called standard deviation, right? In a broader business sense, world-class quality providing a better product or service faster and at a lower cost than our competitors. That is the outcome of the Six Sigma. When you implement Six Sigma to your business process, what is the come out? What is the outcome of this? The outcome of this is a world-class quality, providing a better product or service, faster, process efficiency increases drastically. It changes significantly, process efficiency increases, it gives faster and at a lower cost. Because of the high process efficiency, then breakthrough improvement, the product or service being delivered, it becomes cost competitive. That is the important Six Sigma. Variation, the enemy of the customer satisfaction, any manufacturing process or service process, there is many variations. Many variations. All those variations need to be identified and controlled. If you don't control all the variation, your process will be shifted from out of its control limit. So how to keep your process within the control limit so that your process will be highly efficient to deliver the best result, best product, and that is the talks about the efficiency of your process, right? So Six Sigma means controlling, identifying and controlling variations in the process. As we discussed, lean means identifying and eliminating the waste in the process, right? And Six Sigma is identifying and controlling or eliminating the variations of the process, right? It is the variation. Variation is being controlled here. There, wastages are controlled or eliminated. So Six Sigma is a business management strategy from the TQM body of knowledge. When we are talking total quality management body of knowledge, Six Sigma is a business management strategy. It is a systematic approach to achieve quantum process improvement by rigorous pursuit of the defect reduction. What is that? Quantum process improvement by rigorous pursuit of the defect reduction. Six Sigma adds value by controlling the process variation and reducing the defects or the deviations in the process, right? Six Sigma as a philosophy, old belief, high quality, high cost. When you say the quality increases means cost increases, right? Quality increases means cost increases. That doesn't happen. But new belief, as per the experiment, says high quality, low cost. This is the beauty of this Six Sigma. High quality, low cost. So somebody may ask you any point of the time, okay, what is your view? when you increase, when you give more emphasis on improvement of the quality, will not going to add cost to the product? Will not it be more costlier? Absolutely no. Our answer should be absolutely no. Because high quality and low cost, we have to adopt certain methodology, some process, some tools, some philosophy, some techniques, so that waste are minimized, process efficiency, process capability is very high, so that there will be high quality and a low cost. That is nothing the outcome of the Lean Six Sigma. That is the importance of today. Why the Lean Six Sigma professionals are most demandable person in the manufacturing and service organization. So emphasis need to eliminate the defects. Six Sigma, what is that? It's the emphasis need to eliminate the defects. Require data-driven decision using the comprehensive set of statistical tools. Here, data-driven, as you mentioned, the one of the TCOM principle, the factual decision taking means decision must be taken based upon data, information, and evidences. So data-driven decision, a highly prescriptive infrastructure effective in obtaining sustainable results. Yes, again, coming back to the lean. Lean means speed, agility, flow. Emphasis maximization on the process velocity. How this process velocity will be increased? Process velocity increases when the fats in the process are being cut down and being reduced or eliminated. Provide tools for analyzing the process flow and a delay time at each activity process. That is what we are talking about, the value stream mapping. What is happening? Value stream mapping is a tool for analyzing the process flow and delay times at each activity in the process. So you will understand, you will learn about value stream mapping for a process here in this tool. It removes the waste, non-value added steps in the process. What you have to identify, you will understand, come to understand by studying more in depth in the lean. What are those waste? How to remove it? What are value adding activities? What are non-value adding activities? And what are those steps in the process to identify, quantify the kind of non-value added or the waste and eliminate from the waste or control those wastes. So lean management is a systematic approach to reduce waste and streamline operations. Lean management focuses on the efficient operation of the entire value chain. Yes, very important. We have been talking from the beginning. Quality management system development, nothing. It is a set of value chain. So lean management process on the efficient operation, it will make the operation more efficient in the entire value chain, right? So it's a systematic methodology for creating value by removing waste and slashing response time. Waste is anything other than the premium, but other than minimum amount of the materials, parts, space, equipment, people, time, etc., which are absolutely essential towards adding value to the product. Six Sigma approach helps to make large improvements quickly. Breakthrough improvement. Six Sigma is, please remember, Six Sigma technique is not applied for minor modification, minor improvement or minor gain. It is a very significant gain, right? Defect, it is many breakthrough improvement, a large improvement. Reduction, okay, from 20% to 3%, 5%. Not that from 20% of wastages to minimum defects to minimizing 19%, 19.5%. Six Sigma is not a, Six Sigma is applicable for breakthrough improvement, significant improvement in the process, high to make the process capabilities high, to make it more efficient. Six Sigma approach measures defect levels in defect per million opportunities. How did you measure? It is measured in DPMO. Six Sigma is measured defects per million opportunities. How many defects per 1 million of opportunities? That way, not in the 1 in 10 or 1 in 20. So Six Sigma is the most powerful management tool ever devised, promising increased market share, cost production, dramatic improvement in the productivity and profitability, and moreover, customer satisfaction. Six Sigma work culture has become the proven methodology and strategy initiative by the world-class organizations. If you are looking at employment, if you are looking to work, if you are looking to be deployed or looking to match the pace of any world-class organizations like Motorola, GE, Honeywell, Polaroid, Wipro, all those organizations are Six Sigma compliant. Toyota Motors is the place where the Lean and Six Sigma concept has been very widely and effectively used. The entire Lean philosophy is based on the Toyota production system. And you know the Mumbai Dabawala from Mumbai, they supply the tiffins and the dabas to the different individuals and the offices and the entire Mumbai city. They are all Six Sigma label operating. Six Sigma is not a very big thing. Only thing needs a concept, understanding and streamlining it. Once you do it, you can apply it anywhere. Only thing you have to understand the technique, you have to learn it well, apply it. Otherwise, see what is the level of education in the Dabawala, Mumbai Dabawala, but they are doing excellent. They are operating a Six Sigma label. There is no variation. They reach in time, deliver the food in time with right quality, at the right environment. Right? So, what is Six Sigma? Sigma is a statistical concept that represents how much variation there is in a process related to the customer specification. As you know, Sigma is a standard deviation. What is that? It is a statistical concept. It represents how much variation there in the process related to the customer specifications. Sigma value is based on the defects per million opportunities. Sigma is a DPMO. So Six Sigma is equivalent to 3.4 DPMO. Remember, this is most important parameter. Six Sigma is 3.4 DPMO. 3.4 defects per million opportunities. अगर 1 लाख opportunities है, वहां पे only 3.4 defects per million अगर रहेगा, तो process is at Six Sigma level. The variation in the process is so small that the results, products and services are. What is the Six Sigma level of a percentage efficiency? It's 99.99966% of the defect free. If somebody says I am a Six Sigma compliance, then percentage of the defect compliance is 99 point. Perfection is 99.99966 or 999.7%. You can remember. Very important. Six Sigma process level. Mumbai Dibawala is operating at the defect level less than 0.5%, right? 99.99966% means they are the efficiency level is 99.99997%, right? So amount of variation too much means effect will be hard to produce output within customer specification. Agar value zyada rahega, then there will be amount of variation. If there is too much, then it will be hard to produce output within customer specification. If it is moderate, most output meets customer specification. Very little variation is there, then virtually all output meets customer specification. It is high. So this is Sigma level, where the hard is the too much variation are too much. Sigma value 0 to 2 level, moderate value 0 3 to 5 level, very little variation in the defects, then it remains in Six Sigma level. It is just simply to understand. You can see that different activities in they look at this bell curve, a normal distribution curve. This is the center line of the target line. There is upper limit, there is a lower limit, customer satisfaction defined, and anything goes beyond is the defect. And so always the process owner will see that my process capability will be very high. There will be zero defect production when the process capability gets aligned at the center line, right? But there are certain uncertainties, there are some causes of the variations, there are some assignable causes which are responsible for causing the variation in the process, there will be shift to the left or right. So left, this is 3 sigma, this is 6 sigma. And if it is there, then the operation, the process is well within the control limits. Beyond that, all the products will be defects. So this detailed concept you can understand when attend the exhaustive class. Not possible to talk in this awareness program. So just an example, 6 sigma concept. You can see this is a parking yard of your garage. You are parking your car. How many times you park perfectly with equal distance from the left and right wall? Not many times, maybe by chance sometime, right? Because of the different variation, there will be sometimes some shift left and right. The 6 sigma level of operation will be there. Zero defect level of operation will be there. When zero defect, the exact center line of the car gets aligned with the center line of the garage. But within 3 sigma level variation, left and right, with minimum having the perfection of a degree of perfection is 99.99966%. There will be 3 sigma variation this side, 3 sigma variation this side, right? So when you say the 6 sigma, this is the maximum best possible variation control capability which has been experimented by the product. You can say why 6 sigmas are not 7 sigma, not 8 sigma. 6 sigma is the best possible. You can see the number of defects is 3.4 defects per million opportunity. In 1 lakh components we are manufacturing, 1 lakh defects of opportunities are there. Then only 3.4 defects agar usme 1 lakh mein rehta hai, to to understand in ourselves, that is called within 6 sigma level. Anything more 3.4 defects will definitely be deviated from the 6 sigma, right? So sigma concept, as you say, the 3 sigma, 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma. Similarly, 3 sigma this side, and closure is the process capability. As process capability high, this variation is closer to the bell curve. This side is closer to the center line, right? So what is wrong with the 99%? If you say the 99%, correct. Now what is 6 sigma perfection level? 99.99966%, right? So 3.8 sigma, if you say 99% good, my process is 99% good, that means process is at 3.8 sigma. Where 3.8 sigma, 94, look at the variation, 20,000 articles of the mail lost per hour. If it is 6 sigma process control, 6 sigma compliant, there will be 7 articles mail lost per hour. Unsafe drinking water for almost 15 minutes each day, if 99% perfection is there. But at 6 sigma level, 99.996%, unsafe drinking water for 1 minute every 7 months. You can say here 15 minutes every day, here 1 minute for every 7 months. 5,000 incorrect surgical operations per week in 99% perfection. Whereas in 6 sigma level of operation, 1.7 incorrect surgical operations per week. 5,000 to 1. You can say 6 sigma is a breakthrough improvement, significant improvement. It's not the mere improvement tool or technique. 2 short or long landings at most major airports in each day. If the capacity efficiency is 90% degree of perfection. But in 6 sigma level, only 1 short or long landing at most major airports every 5 years. 2 lakh wrong drug prescription dispensing each year. If 99% good hai, any doctor in medical science has been there. This is a statistical data taken on a worldwide basis. In 99% of perfection, there are 2 lakh wrong drug prescriptions. Whereas in 6 sigma level of operation, 6 sigma level of perfection, 68 wrong drug prescription dispensed each year, right? So you can see the power of 6 sigma, right? Power of 6 sigma. Why use 6 sigma as a metric? Focuses on the defects. Even 1 defect reflects a failure in your customer's eye. It establishes a common metric to make comparisons easier. It's a more sensitive indicator than percentage or average best. You can see very sensitive indicator. 99% and 100, 99%, 99.2%, 99.99%. So the metric wise has been taken because very sensitive indicator. Percentage average based on the metrics. So a process operating with a defect level of 3.4 defects per million opportunity is called 6 sigma level. Common defect level are between 1,50,000 to 20,000 defects per million opportunity. If you say 15% to 2% per opportunity, right? 6 sigma maturity model, there could be maturity, there could be business impact, a metric, methodology, and management system. So you can see the metric of the 6 sigma DPO, 6 sigma level, defects per million opportunity, very important, just look at it. If it is to sigma 2 level, there will be 310,000 defects per million opportunities. Sigma 2 level. Sigma 3 level, there will be 66,810 defects per million opportunity. If it is sigma 4 level, 6,210 level. If sigma 5 level, 233 DPMO. If sigma 6 level, 3.4 defects per million opportunities. That is why we are talking why it is not 7 6 sigma. If it is 7 sigma level, it will be 0.02 defects per million opportunities. So highest possible target to achieve is 3.4 defects per million opportunity. That is 6 sigma. So 6 sigma, how it is being understood, how it is being implied in a project, it has to taken the DMIC methodology. Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So then define what is the problem in your process, what is the goal to be achieved, the define. What is the current performance level and what is the defect rate. You have to measure those, you have to take the data and correct it. Analyze what are the sources of the process variation, what are the root causes of the defects. Find out what are the sources of those variations and what is the root causes. Improve. How do we change the process? How do we verify our changes will improve the process? Then control. Are the improvement to the process consistent over time? Whether there is a consistency maintained, whether there is a continual improvement. How do we maintain the improvement into the future? This is called control or the improvement in control. So this define, measure, analyze, improve, and control methodology is there. So DMAIC is a roadmap, define opportunities, what is important, measure value, how we are doing, analyze what is being wrong, improve performance, what needs to be done, control performance, how do we guarantee the performance. Management system driven business is like y is the effect of x, f function of x1, x2 to the x to the power n. Right? Y means effect. What is that effect? Defect or the process variation is the effect. How it is caused? The cause of the different variations in the different processes. Process like x1, x2, x3, these are the different process level defects. So y is the effect of y is equal to the function of the effect of x1, x2, x to the power n. What should we focus? Here measure y, here the process characterization. Like here it's in the define and measure the right projects at the right time, teams. The team has to identify the right project have taken. Process has to be studied, characterized, problem and the symptoms, process output, response variable in y. And analyze, improve and control. DMAIC, define, measure over, analyze, improve and control is a process optimization technique. Independent variables, what are those? Process inputs, vital few determines, causes, mathematical relationship, goal is equal to y is equal to fx. So now Lean Six Sigma we have is a combined powerful tool. Lean means remove waste, increase the speed, removes non-value added process steps, fixes connections between the process steps, focuses on the customer. But Six Sigma means reduces variation, improve the quality, reduces variation at each remaining step, optimizing remaining process steps, focuses on the customer. So speed and accuracy, that is what the marriage of the Lean and Six Sigma, right? Speed, process gets more speedier, becomes more efficient because these wastages are being minimized, controlled or eliminated. Variation and controls are more accuracy in achieved. So because of the combination of this speed and accuracy, the process becomes highly efficient and effective. It gives us the best of result and makes our product quality product with a less price, competitive price. For this, what is the output? If Lean Six Sigma is deployed in an organization, in any firm, then better delivery, products gets delivered in time, output comes out of the organization in time, better quality, no doubt we have taken care of all the things at process level, satisfied the employees, people also get employees moral increase, people feel proud, yes, I am working in Lean Six Sigma and deployed organization, my organization brand is, my defect level is less than 0.1%, right? So that is being self-ownership and satisfied employees, moral of the employees gets improved, satisfy the customer. Ultimately, what the customer wants? Customer wants the best quality product or service at the lowest price, right? So this is the power of Lean Six Sigma. Now, how do you take this Lean Six Sigma as a career? Why we are making introduction? Look, any organization today, when they are recruiting an engineer, manager, or for any position, what they want? They want this person who is being deployed, who is getting engaged, must be a value, he must be an asset to the organization, must be a good team player organization, must bring some value addition for the organizational growth, must help the organization to grow. It's obvious, any organization. So when they are interviewing, when they are judging based upon your qualification, experience and skill set, they are finding that what is the high value skill, the value skill the person is having. High paying and growing industries, all the high paying growing industries, they will pay high pay. If you want to get good amount of salary, if you want to have a good professional career, then you need to have a good, you must be considered as a valuing asset to the organization. A good team player for the organization who can really change the organization can play the organization strategy. You can help the organization to grow, sustain, and improve. So every organization wants that the employees should contribute for the growth organization. So Lean Six Sigma techniques, once you learn, no doubt you are going to be considered as a value-adding professional for the organization. Then it is obvious, the organization looks for you. You are you are not like a common person. You are not like an ordinary employee. You are becoming an extraordinary employee. You are becoming an extraordinary team player. So you need also good handsome salary. So that will pay good salary to you. And you must develop high presentation and communication skill. Lean Six Sigma, if you want to have a good career, you need to have the knowledge. You must have the applied knowledge and techniques, and you must have the good presentation and communication skill. So all together, by combining all the things, you can have a very good career. This is good prospect, right? So why I'm telling now, when you think about this, the skill set, 2015 and 2020 beyond, now you can say the skill set for the now, the emerging skill set required for the industries for performing the best and competing the worldwide is complex problem solving ability. The employees must have learn the tools and techniques of solving the problems. Critical thinking, they must be critical thinking, innovative thinking, design thinking, creativity. They must look at the critical aspect. They must be in a position to understand the critical aspect. Creativity, they must be the innovative. The organization, how to take the innovation, the process, innovation technology, in a product, in everything. Innovation in the way. People management is very important challenge. They must learn, they must know how to understand the people, how to manage the people for the best outcome of the organization. Coordinating with others, teamwork, collaboration and cooperation. How best in the team he is able to coordinate with others. Emotional intelligence, how is he putting his emotion as an intelligence factor for adding value. Judgment and decision making based upon the facts, information, data. That we are talking data analytics. Why we are considering data analytics? Because it will give you the insights and inputs for taking decision. Judgment and decision making. Service orientation. Negotiation. You must have negotiation skill. Cognitive flexibility. All these skill sets are the future, are the emerging skill set for these people. For if you want to be good employed, if you are looking for a good employment in a very good organization, national, multinational organization, you want to grow, you must have this kind of skill sets. This is what the future need. This is what people are looking for that, right? This is not what was previous. When you look at up to the 15, complex problem solving, coordinating with others, people management, critical thinking, negotiation, quality control, service orientation, judgment and decision making, active listening and creativity. These are some things. Now these have been modified. 2020 and beyond, the skill set has been modified. The people are expecting. So for this complex problem solving, critical thinking, people management, all the things you are going to learn through this Lean Six Sigma and quality management methodology. So Lean Six, we are talking about Industry 4.0, right? Fourth industrial evolution. What are those components? Why this Lean Six Sigma? Lean, we are learning value stream mapping, the value of the product, value and non-value, value adding and non-value active, value stream, flow, process diagram, pull mechanism, so that this already creates value. The supply chain is becoming strong. Perfection. So there is no waste in that. And following the DMAIC methodology, define, measure, and analyze and improve. This is Lean Six Sigma. We are following value stream, follow, pull, perfection, degree of perfection, 99.996%. Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. This is the methodology or technique we are following, right? This is Lean Six Sigma. How it is matches to the Industry 4.0? Because never new user interface, you have to interface with the new users. Robotic process automation, drones, use of drones for the different purposes. 3D printing, metal 3D printing, plastic 3D printing, it is the used in this Industry 4.0. For prototyping, manufacturing of the products, meeting any kind of complex design, converting the virtual to the real product. The 3D printing, IoT, Internet of Things, blockchain, artificial intelligence, cloud, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality. All these things are Industry 4.0. These Industry 4.0 Lean Six Sigma, there is quite a good relation, quite a good combination. If you are having Lean Six Sigma, you can add value for this Industry 4.0 implement. So you, with this knowledge set, both if you are having Industry 4.0 knowledge and Lean CM knowledge, you are the best person for the organization. You are the most valuable person for the organization, because all these combinedly, what they are doing, what kind of with these blends, aim to design a good products or process to improve existing ones, methodology or philosophy, data and analytics. So all these things are commonly helping to the implement Lean Six Sigma and Industry 4.0 in the organization. So these are the like define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. When you relate to the Industry 4.0 with the Lean Six Sigma, define the problem, measure is there, Internet of the Things, then robotics, rapid prototyping, like machine vision, natural language processing, all these things are there. Analyze, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality. Like these are going to be a part of the Industry 4.0, which are also linked to Lean Six Sigma. Improve phase, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, blockchain, 3D printing, robotics, right? And control phase, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, robotics, and drones. When you look at this define, measure, demike phase of the Six Sigma, Lean Six Sigma, and many of the Industry 4.0 objective components also in the also gets aligned and gets connected, gets blended with different phases. So this altogether is going to be the science of the future, right? So with this, what I mean to say, now this is just basically an awareness program for as we discussed, whereas, and because in the to understand this is a very vast subject, we cannot discuss more in details. This is a very concept building. Just to many people, they do not know what is the quality management, what is the lean manufacturing, what is Six Sigma. That is why we used to conduct various programs on design and conduct various industry specific programs. And these programs are delivered by the experts having rich experience in industries. And earlier, Lean Six Sigma, Green Belt programs we are conducting only classroom-based program. But this time we have decided we will be conducting these programs with the mentor-based programs. Every program, unless you do any hands-on project, you will not have substantial learning. Today you might remember and qualify the exam, but maybe after a couple of months and a couple of years, you will forget all the things will be missing. If you do it practically, some of the projects, so then you can have a good learning. So those kind of mentoring support also will be provided by CTTC. Those who are, we have already issued more than 200 Lean Six Sigma Green Belt programs. The students, those who have passed out, the professional, those they are having good recognition in their organization. And naturally, whether any manufacturing service organization, they need the people with a good amount of the knowledge and the skill set. It is different from the other people. They are not average people. If you see the organization, the Lean Six Sigma with the Lean Six Sigma competency and the capability, the people in the organization are very less. So many organizations, good corporate organizations, they take initiative like to create green belt, black belt, master black belt, so that they will undertake various projects in the organization, which will add value to the organization, which will bring substantial breakthrough improvement to the organization in terms of the cost saving, in terms of the process efficiency increasing. So all the things, that is what the need of the hour. So that is why it is for the information. Anybody who is interested, recently those who are having the zero knowledge about for the students or the professional, those who want to have it, they can join. We'll be organizing one yellow belt program on virtual mode. We are planning to in hybrid mode also some of the programs, maybe because some of the people also they are excited and interested to join in physical mode program, offline mode, because attending program in offline mode will be definitely very useful. It will have more impact and effective learning. The reason you will have sufficient opportunity to interact, face-to-face interact and coordinate among the team. But anyway, we are planning, maybe if there is, but these programs are very expensive. The people, the professionals, those who will be delivering these programs, lot of exercise they will be doing. So it is quite expensive. But we are trying to make the program most affordable with the Government of India establishment. And so that is why we don't, not like private organizations, is not the fee, will be charging fee very high. We'll be charging the optimum cost so that, okay, when it is at least not, though it's not profit making, at least cost-based program. The faculty charges, expenses, all those things are being taken care. And I am sure, so maybe next level of program will be conducting the yellow belt program, which will be nearly 12 to 15 hours of the program, online mode. or maybe 2 days, 1.5 days program in offline mode. Depending upon the response, we have to conduct the program. In offline mode, it will be very difficult unless sufficient participants are not there. So that we are going to plan that program, and the program will cost very nominal fee, maybe around 1,200 to 1,500 rupees per yellow belt. Including GST, all people will get a certificate from the Central Tool Room and Training Center or MSME Technology Center. This is an organization, Ministry of MSME, Government of India, and the certificate is well recognized and valued in India and abroad. And I'll be talking briefly about the CTDC also, the trustees. And then also we are planning to conduct the Green Belt program. Green Belt program, Yellow Belt program is just for basic understanding. By taking an Yellow Belt program, it is not going to add much value, and this is not going to create any kind of impact to your job profile in the organization, because it is a basic level of understanding only. But having a knowledge of the Green Belt certification, it definitely adds value. And when you say in the organization, I am a Green Belt certified, then organization during your employment, they will be very much excited to deploy you, because you are going to bring some change in the organization by adopting some of the Lean and Six methodology and tools and techniques, and you are going to bring some improvement of the waste reduction, into the cost reduction, into the better resource utilization. All the things are going to be part of the value addition. So that is going to be helpful. Green Belt will be desirable. Fee also, usually other people are charging Green Belt program nearly 15,000 to 20,000. Earlier we were charging 10 to 12,000 rupees a Green Belt for 5 days intensive classroom based training program. We are conducting, now we are planning. We may conduct, depending on the response, either offline mode or hybrid mode. Some part program will be physical mode, some will be online mode, or completely offline mode, completely physical mode. Depending on the response we are planning, accordingly fees rate will be decided. And then for the, since more than 200 Green Belt we have already issued, and many people are working in university professionals. Those who want to be a Black Belt certified, Black Belt is a higher level, is a graduation level of the program, right? So those who are going to the Black Belt holder, they will be dealing with the projects. There will be some Six Sigma Green Belt holder under them in the team, in the organization. So they will have sufficient hands-on skill for the project implementation, data collection, data analysis, going through the DMAIC method. So there will be also more number of projects will be doing mentoring support for doing more number of projects for the Black Belt holder, so that they have the good amount of confidence as a Black Belt. Otherwise, it will remain only a piece of document. This may not add what value. And the Black Belt, the price we have not decided, depending upon the mode of program, we will be deciding. But this may go up to, others are charging Black Belt program 30 to 40,000 rupees. But our program may be around 20,000 rupees or so. Nothing more than that, not going more than that, or it may be less. As I mentioned very beginning, we are not making a profit making, we want to be a cost based. There must be some revenue, there must be some efforts. People must add value to the profile with a low cost of expenses. We are going to create more and more value adding professionals in the country. And those who are already Black Belt holder, we are going to conduct the Master Black Belt program. So they will be exclusively handling the projects. And also the program has been already designed. That will be definitely going to come near future. We are coming for the advertisement, and the programs will be communicated to all those interested people. Those are interested to join those programs. So only is my sincere request that you can, those who are interested to join these programs with CTTC, and you can contact Mr. Our Chakravarti, or you can write the mail and contact give your details, so that we will keep informing you. We are conducting various programs like quality certification, ISO 9000 certification, internal auditor program, environment management system, safety management system, lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, productivity improvement, team building, many programs. Now we are also planning to conduct neuro-linguistic programming, NLP technique, how to change your thoughts, your mind process into the action, so that your efficiency as a leader, as a manager, as a supervisor, you can contribute much better. Those kind of programs are planning. Most probably that is the first time such kind of programs in India under the NLP trained experts. That also will be conducting. So please just be in touch with us, and definitely we'll be conducting the programs, and we never compromise in quality of the program delivery. We want that should be the best out of the delivery. That is why we definitely urge upon, once you join with us, once you are connected with us in any program or any way, you become part of our family member or team member. It is our responsibility to take care of you. It is responsible to do your capacity building, to help you to grow in your professional career, to get a good job, to do a good business. So definitely we'll be helping you in that direction. And thus maybe some of you might knowing our CTDC organization. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, those who are here, CTDC is a technology center, is known as MSME Technology Center under the Ministry of MSME, Government of India. There are 33 such organizations under the ministry in India. This is the top performing organization in the country. It is the best performing in terms of the training, production and consulting services. And we are conducting more than 50 variety of the programs, right from the school dropout till postgraduate certification. Before COVID, we have trained people more than 50,000 in a year. And people all over India, they come to us for the different training. And also we are taking various with the Ministry of External Affairs and HMD internals, we conduct overseas training programs. More than 20 overseas countries we have served by conducting various programs and projects. So people from other development like Zimbabwe, Myanmar, Kazakhstan, Sri Lanka, they do come here, they take training for stay for a long time. And we are also providing training to the various corporates like Hindalco, Jindal, Nalco, many such organizations also we are providing the training. We make open house program. Also the people from the Hindalco and many of these corporates, they come for long-term program here. They stay inside the campus more than 2 months, 3 months. All their DT and GTs, and they undergo exclusive training program here before they are joining in the industry. So those kind of programs we are conducting. And also production, we are having the state-of-the-art facilities in a production center, designing, manufacturing high precision tools and dies and components, supplying to various automobile sector, aerospace sector, MSME, and all engineering organizations in the country. Also, we have exported some of the dies and molds to the UK and the UAE. Some of the precision components we have recently exported to the USA. And the best part of our technology center, that facility we are having, it is world-class facilities, only by seeing and believing. If there is a video, my Chakrabarti, I can request he can play the video maybe at the end of the program just to get a feel of what our organization is. Then we are the technology partner with the Indian Space Research Organization for all Mars mission, Moon mission, Govt mission, all space mission programs. So you can imagine the success of the Mars mission program. We are the partner. We have supplied various parts, components and assemblies for this. And we have been appreciated by Honorable Prime Minister. We are the regular technology partner of the Indian Space Research Organization, providing various components and assemblies to them for a space program. Future program like Govt mission is going to launch next year. Also, we are partner with providing. We are also associated with the Baba Atomic Research, DRDO, all many HAL and other defense establishments, ordnance factories, lot of work for them. Also in our Tata Steel, we are doing a lot of work for Tata Steel, and also like Tata Motors, we are doing a lot of work for them. So this is our manufacturing capability. As far the consultancy is concerned, we have a consultancy division. We are providing various consultancy services to our micro, small, medium enterprises like ADP programs, various skill development program, like quality management, certification, lean manufacturing consultancy services, Six Sigma and training program. Then other enterprise skill development, innovation, IP, intellectual property management, patent, design, trademark, copyright filing, patent analysis. All those services also are being provided by CTDC by our consultancy division. So in case you find you require any kind of services to get from us, so you are most welcome. To connect, then please leave your email address. We'll definitely contact you. Yeah, this is, let me see if any kind of a question share that. Yeah, no, and you are there. And if you want to ask anything, Mr. Chakrabarti, can you unmute for a couple
yes,
of minutes?
Sir, I have unmuted themselves. They can ask questions.
Yeah, anybody you want to have some clarification regarding a course program or any query, because many of the gentlemen are here from outside, and you may kindly ask your question, whatever is your mind, and you can contact Mr. Chakrabarti, and he will definitely provide all. He will connect you with me. You can also, Chakrabarti, you can also share my landline number and also give them. And in near future, we are going to conduct many other programs. Definitely, will be helping you. Anybody is having any query, any question, any clarification, please feel free to ask. So what is important today that you have to gain the knowledge and update your skill. If you are really equipped with your knowledge as your power and the strength, definitely you can perform well in your organization, and it creates a lot of employment opportunity for the young, for the youth of engineering and management. Employability skill, it enhances the employability skill. So,
Sir, good evening. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Yes, please.
Sir, there is 3 ppm and 6 sigma, sir.
Hello.
3 ppm we will be calling for 6 sigma, no, sir, sometimes. 3 ppm.
Yes. Yes. Actually, but what is happening when we will conduct the yellow belt program? Green belt program, because that will require to understand what is ppm, what is DPMO. All those things will be discussed in these programs.
You said like the PPMO will be somewhat there.
No, DPMO is the matrix value. DPMO, the 6 sigma is measured in DPMO. Defects per million opportunities.
Yes, sir. DPMO. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then what about the 3 ppm?
What is happening now? Do you have any basic? If you have some basic idea, you can understand what is the between defects and defects per million opportunity. When you see the defect, means if 10 products are manufactured, out of 10, 1 is defect. As far as 3 products are defect, that means 7 are correct and 3 are defects, right? So that is 3 defects in 10. Likewise, you can say how number of defects in 1 million of the products. But when you say million opportunities, suppose there are 10 components manufactured, there may be 5 defects opportunities. Opportunity means there could be different characteristics, different attributes. Any product is having different attributes or characteristics. What are the kind of the variations in those attributes which has caused those products to become defective? Like suppose if you take a pen which is having anything, suppose this is a pen. I want to say what is the defect? Defect, you can say, okay, if the pen is not writing well, that is a defect. 10 manufactured, out of 10, 3 are rejected, then means 30% rejected, 70% accepted. So 3 are not writing. But when you say DPMO, means it has to take all details, characteristics, products. Means what is the size, what is the color, aesthetic part, what are the characteristics, quality, attributes defined for this particular product, whether those attributes or characteristics are met or not. Pen might be writing well, but if it's not aesthetic, but it is not properly molded, it is not uniform in size, something wrong, this can be rejected. That is a defect per opportunity. That defect, different n number of opportunity can cause the product defective, right? In that way, it is DPO. So 6 sigma is a matrix measurement for DPMO. 3.4 DPMO, defects per million opportunities. But for the common people understanding, those who do not know, it is you can say number of defects in the million. That's all. Right, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So thank you very much for joining the program and getting connected to us. If in case you have any kind of query, it doesn't matter whether you join the program or not. It is a government institution. We are the public institution. We are always ready to help, to support any kind of professionals. If either as a knowledge partner or as a project partner or create the learning opportunity, you are most welcome to get yourself connected, or you can connect anybody with us. We will be ready to help you. Thank you very much. With this, we close this seminar today. Chakrabarti, do you have video if you can run? How many of you know the CTTC well? Can you just type yes? If you know the organized CTTC, please chat box type Y. CTTC, Y, type Y. Very few. We are now around 32, maybe around 30 people. And how many of you do not know? Those who please type N. Type N. Mr. Bandi Pratap. Okay, I think by joining today, you have known. Thank you very much. And you can Google it. You can surf in our website, www.cttc.gov.in, so that you can go through the organization, all the kind of information to know more. If you are nearby Bhubaneswar, nearby Bhubaneswar, you are most welcome to visit any day to our premises to look at the facilities. And once you keep your email ID with us, we will be definitely communicating you any future program. We are going to plan any kind of meeting. Many programs we conduct just kind of the awareness and sensitization, and we do not charge for those. And some of the program, exclusive programs, we charge some nominal fee for this, so that you can join, you can be associated with us as a member. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Jagannath. Wish you all the best. With this, we can close the program now. Okay.
Lastly, I want to say something.
Yeah,
my number and Dr. S.K. Ker's number is mentioned in the chat box. If you are interested in participating in Green Belt, Black Belt or Master Black Belt program, you can contact us.
But recently we are going to conduct the yellow belt. Yellow belt, those who are basic, the student, those who do not know ABC of the things, they want to just gain some knowledge. But today it is just awareness, some terminology only, philosophy they are being told. But they will be told in details about the quality management system, Lean and Six Sigma, around over a period of 12 to 16 hours of duration. So that will be, you can also join. And for green belt, those who are already yellow belt, those who want to directly also, you can go for the green belt. If you are having minimum intermediate or ITI or diploma or engineering, you can join. It's better that diploma, because you have to understand data analysis also. You have to learn there how to analyze the data by using Minitab, Excel or other things, by some of the simple way, so that I can use it. So green belt will be a little exhaustive program, and little more inputs will be there. And also there will be minor project at the end of the program. There will be minor project everybody has to do. Those who have already done the green belt, please refresh your knowledge and get ready for the black belt. You can join, you can express your interest, whether you join or not doesn't matter. We'll be communicating the information depending your opportunity, availability and affordability. You can join the program, but any information you can connect. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So with your permission, I will close. I take leave. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Chakravarti, please note down the email address and contact details of those who will be connected to you, and accordingly we can be connected to them. Thank you very much.
Yes.